Alright, so I am back with the Sunday video. Basically, I got, I guess, an extra hour or two of sleep from Saturday into Sunday because I didn't go hang out with everyone else that night. I just went to sleep because I was tired, so I got like an extra hour of sleep. Wasn't that big of a deal. I woke up on Sunday, and it was WrestleMania Sunday. I was all fired up. I went back down to eat some breakfast at the buffet thing. That was good. And then I had my stuff ready for access. All I really needed was my poster. And I was going to just see who I can meet, really. Just anyone in particular, or it didn't really matter to me. I just wanted to meet whoever. So, like always, I ran over to the NXT line, and well, originally I was waiting for Luke and Zach. They said they had tickets for that event also, so I was kind of waiting a few minutes to see if they were going to show up, and then I just kind of went inside. They ended up not to go just because they didn't want to go to another access session. So basically, I went to the NXT line. I saw that Adrian Neville were there, and Jason Jordan, I think is his name. So I got to meet Neville, which was awesome. I was really excited for that. So I took a picture with him, and then I started walking around a little bit, and all the lines were really long. There was, I mean, I don't know, there was no one that I really wanted to meet that was in a long line, or that didn't have a short line. So there was a Heath Slater and Zack Ryder line. And so I got into that, and then I was reading Twitter in that line, and I saw that Trademark was there. Jared, he was in the access session that I was in, and he was in the Luke Harper line. So I basically went over there, went in line, and I cut in line with him. So thanks to Jared for letting me cut in that line, because I moved up a lot. So it was good that he was in that line. Met Luke Harper, and then after that I think I saw the Rusev line. There was I think there was, I don't know, 45 minutes left in the session, or there was 45 minutes left in that half. So I went in the Rusev line, and the guy was like, you might not meet them, and I was like, yeah, it's whatever. And I was like, I mean, if I don't make it to Rusev, then someone else will come out. So I wait in the line. Rusev, he has to go talk to other people, then he comes back. I'm 5 people away from meeting Rusev. And then they switch. And I was like, okay, not a big deal. There's really no one that can be bad to meet. So what? I missed Rusev. It's not a big deal. There's no one in the world that could possibly be worse that would come and show up that I'd have to worry about meeting. And I guess I spoke too soon, and Bo Dallas came out. Now, I don't like Bo Dallas at all. I never liked Bo Dallas. Granted, he had matches with Neville that were amazing in NXT. I still don't like Bo Dallas. So I was just like, I waited here long enough. I'll just meet him. He gets on the poster. I really didn't know what to say at that point. I just kind of went up there and gave him the poster and kind of just posed for the picture. And I'm really mad that I didn't do the thumbs down in the picture and he did the thumbs up. But that's the only thing I regret from that. But should have been Rusev, but what are you going to do? And then I was waiting in this one really, really super long line that went out of the whole thing, and it went around the access session. It felt like I was waiting in that line, and I was hoping it was going to be Scott Hall. And then when I was looking on the app is really helpful, by the way. When I was looking on the app, it said that Kevin Owens was at the NXT booth. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, screw it. I ran across the thing, got in line. There was a pretty good sized line. So I waited in the line, and I wanted to meet Kevin Owens. It was Kevin Owens and Tyler Breeze. So I waited in line for them. And then when I got I don't know, maybe 20 people away from meeting him. The security guards at Access sucked this year. They didn't know what they were doing. They were rushing Kevin Owens and Tyler Breeze. I don't know why in the world they were getting rushed. When I finally got up to the line, I was like, why are they getting rushed? And the lady was like, oh, because they got to go to the show today. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, well, WrestleMania's today. They had to go there. They had to get ready for their match. And I was like, these are two NXT guys. They don't have a match. Like, and then I was thinking, I was like, yeah, okay, like they're gonna like the security lady's gonna tell me that Kevin Owens is gonna make his debut on WrestleMania, but they were getting rushed for no reason at all. There was still like a good half an hour in the session. I don't know why they were getting rushed. The Access security guards sucked. They didn't know what they were doing. If they were getting rushed because they had to go to WrestleMania, then they should have planned for Access differently. So I don't know. I don't know why they were getting rushed. But finally, when I got up there, it wasn't as rushed because there was only a few people in line behind me. Well, they cut off the line. They cut off the Kevin Owens line. So I was glad that I was in there. If I was in there a few minutes later, I probably would have missed it. But I got up to Kevin Owens. I said, I just wanted to tell you that when your shirt came out, I bought it to repay. When I first got up there, I was like, he noticed me right away, and he was like, "Oh, hey, buddy, how's it going?" And he remembered who I was, and I told him, I was like, when your shirt came out, I bought it right away so I could repay you for the Mount Rushmore shirt that you gave me. And he was like, "That's awesome. How you doing?" We talked for a little bit, a few minutes, and then I told Tyler Breeze, I was like, I was like to Kevin, I was like, "Hey, can we throw it up in the picture?" And he was like, "Do you want Tyler Breeze in there too?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" So you had me, Tyler Breeze, and it was good I met Tyler Breeze again because the picture that we took the day before got all messed up. So it was me, Kevin Owens, and Tyler Breeze with the NXT title in the picture, all too sweet. And Kevin Owens signed my poster, so now I have a bunch of Kevin Steen signatures and one Kevin Owens signature, so that's pretty cool. And then I told Tyler Breeze, I was like, "You already signed my poster yesterday, but it's nice to meet you again." So that was that. And there was still another, like, I don't know, 30 minutes in the session, and at that point, I was tweeting back and forth with Miguel, who we were kind of like, he was asking what was going on, and I said, "I'm waiting in line to meet Kevin Owens, and I have to do this. Like, I wanted to meet Kevin Owens that weekend, and I did, so I was glad." So yeah, I was tweeting back and forth with Miguel. As soon as I met Kevin Owens, I ran out of that place. I went through the Superstore because that was the exit, and I was gonna buy stuff, but the lines were just too long. Ran upstairs, switched my stuff out, and then I went over to the Holiday Inn where they were staying, and I think, what did we do from there? I went to the Holiday Inn, and then it was me, Miguel, Zach, Luke, and Ravi. This was the first time I met Ravi all weekend. Assault and Battery 777. He's a really good dude too, just like everyone else that I met. So that was our little like group going to Mania. The original plan was to end up at a Denny's, because you don't go to Denny's, you end up at Denny's. But both lines were really long, and the one was like really weird. I don't know what the heck, why we didn't go to Denny's, but we ended up going to the Starbucks that was across from the Boston Brothers Hotel, which was the airport one that's getting knocked down, where WrestleCon was at. We ended up going to the Starbucks across from there, and I just got like a water. I didn't want to eat and like get sick or anything, so we were sitting outside the Starbucks, and where we were sitting, the sun was directly on Luke. So like, it was the funniest thing. Luke was like, it was the garage door opener all over again. He was like fighting with the sun, trying to move wherever he moved, the sun moved too. So that was pretty funny. But we just kind of hung out for a little bit. Breach went with his friend. I forgot what his name was, but they went earlier, and then we kind of just stayed back a little bit, and then we went back to the hotel, to their hotel, and they got their tickets. We put on sunscreen and stuff. Well, Luke's putting on the Sting face paint, but we went to their hotel, got the tickets. As we were going back to their hotel, we rode the train thing back, and there was no way to get across. So Luke, Zach, and Ravi, they crossed over the train tracks, and me and Miguel were like, "We're not doing this. We're not that dumb." So we walked all the way to the corner and ended up where like it turned into the road. So we were walking on the street for a while, and we just kind of like ran on the street and then crossed over at the crosswalk thing. So as we were walking to the hotel, the next train was coming by, and he was like, "Don't cross the tracks again." And we were like, "What did we do? Like, we didn't do that. That was them." So we kind of got yelled at for Zach, Luke, and Ravi crossing the tracks. But then we got back on the train. We went to Mania. When we got to one of the stops, the Boston brothers were waiting for the train as well. So we were all on the same train. It was really good how that worked out. Like that train ride was amazing. Everyone was chanting. Everyone was all fired up for WrestleMania. It was awesome. Like that train ride could have kept going all day, and I would have been fine with it. That was so much fun. And the drunk guy in front of me, he was going nuts. And I don't know, it was a fun time in that train ride. If you've seen the videos, then you know how it looked really fun, and it was really fun. So we get to Mania, and getting into Mania was really easy, like the ticket wise. So we got it, like it was a smooth transition to get inside. We went upstairs, and we were behind the stage, and I marked out for the stage and stuff. That was awesome. And then we kind of, Miguel and Ravi split off, and then the Boston brothers, Luke, Zach, and me went our side because we were like separate sides. We were pretty much all over the place. So we ended up going, when the Boston brothers got to their section, they went off to their section. Me, Luke, and Zach were kind of like the trio for like until the pre-show started, pretty much. And we were getting food and stuff. And then I went to my seat, they went to their seat. I saw the stage. The stage was amazing. The whole setup was awesome. It was really cool to be in an outdoor arena and stuff. So I don't know, words cannot describe how awesome seeing the stage and seeing the ring and being outdoors for wrestling was. It's just, you have to experience it yourself. And that's going to be like another video I make soon. But that was just an awesome experience. But then I went to my seats. My seats were like really comfortable. They were like this much padding. Like they were 49er leather chairs. The only bad thing about it was I was in the sun the whole time, which it really didn't matter that much after the fact because it went away. I think after the Taker match, it went away, so I had to deal with it for the whole show, but it wasn't too big of a deal. The fans around me were awesome. I ended up sitting next to them for Raw, which just worked out that way with the package. Awesome seats. Recommend the package. That's another video coming soon. But basically, when the Sting versus Triple H match, during that one, I was at the point where I was like, okay, I really have to go to the bathroom. I think I'm going to go during this match. And the moment I was like about to stand up to head off to the bathroom, I heard the DX theme, and I cried. I almost cried. I was like, what? Like, I was going nuts. Like, I loved the DX. DX is probably, well, you can see the poster behind me, but I just loved the DX. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and then later on, you know, everyone else. But just DX and Triple H, Shawn Michaels were, I don't know how much to say. Like, I love DX. So to hear that theme again was just awesome. And then I was wearing the NWO shirt. NWO comes out. I'm throwing up the Toot Suite. I was going nuts. It was just, that was an awesome moment. Again, words cannot describe how much, like, I was going crazy for that. And then during the music performance, I went to the bathroom. I kind of regret doing that now because I really like the song that they played. But it's no big deal. I got back to see the Paige match and see her entrance for her first WrestleMania. And then, main event time. Roman comes out. He's a section over walking down. So he was one off. That would have been cool if he went down my section. But the fireworks go off for him, and I'm like, okay, Roman's winning. It's happening. And then Brock comes out, and the fireworks go off again. And I'm like, okay, it's not. I feel kind of better now. So I was cheering for Brock. The dude in front of me, I don't know who he was cheering for. I forgot what he looks like. Someone. He looks like the guy from the interview. I forgot what his name is. But that's what he looked like. But so the match happens. It gets to a point. Seth Rollins' music hits. I'm going insane. I'm like, this is crazy. I never expected him to cash in at WrestleMania in the main event. this is nuts. I just met this guy yesterday. That's all I was thinking of. All right, and so as soon as his music hits, I pulled up my phone to record it because I was like, I'm not missing my reaction to this. So he goes in the ring, curb stomp to Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar comes in, he picks him up in the F5. He attempts to go to the F5. Roman Reigns spear, curb stop to Roman Reigns. And then 1, 2, 3, and Seth Rollins is your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Holy crap. I literally, if you see the video, I turned it around to get my face, and one, my voice is gone, so it's hard to like talk or scream or yell or cheer or anything. So my voice is just shot. And you can tell that there are like tears in my eyes because of how awesome that moment was and how excited I was for Seth Rollins to win. He cashed in Money in the Bank at the main event of WrestleMania. He won the title, and he left, and he was holding it up, and it was an awesome moment. I met him the day before, and I can't describe how awesome it was to see that. That's, like I said, that's the equivalent, if not better. I'd say it was better, 10 times better than the CM Punk Money in the Bank thing. I don't have any words to describe that. That was just too awesome to see. And then after Mania ended, I just sat in my seat for a little bit, and I told everyone to meet up, or we were going to meet up at my section anyway. So I just walked up to the top, and I just literally stood with my hands on my head, like staring into the empty ring, the empty arena, just taking it all in, and just I don't know what I was really thinking. I was just taking it all in, trying to understand what just happened, and finally, about 10 to 15 minutes later, I turn around and everyone's taking out their cameras and filming me and stuff, and just going ham. And Breach is trying to get me to call out people, everyone who didn't go, because honestly, everyone, I'm literally saying everyone thought that this Mania was going to be a flop. Everyone was talking about, just 32. It's not going to be as good as 30. Brock versus Roman's going to suck. This is stupid. Why are you having Sting face Triple H? It should be against Undertaker. Why is Undertaker coming back? He's facing Bray. This is dumb. Why is Cena facing Rusev? Like, there were so many doubts from every single person I talked to. Not once did I regret buying a ticket to Mania, from the time I bought it to the time, to now. I never regretted it. And that just happens with my shows. All the shows I go to, I just get lucky, and it's really, really good. And just for the people who backed out, you missed the best WrestleMania ever. For the people who went, you witnessed the best WrestleMania ever. And I'm going to say that over and over again for eternity, because that was the best WrestleMania ever. It's in my opinion. That's me. That's me saying this. I have an opinion, and that was the best WrestleMania of all time. So for the people who went, we had an awesome time, and we saw an awesome WrestleMania. That's all I could say with that. So then I DM'd Zach, and they said that they were outside. The Boston Brothers showed up, and we all walked outside. And we just hung out in like the front of the Levi Stadium, because the train line was really, really long, and we were not going to wait in line for that. So we waited a couple hours outside. We were just talking. We came up to Luke and Zach. They were taking pictures with some fans. And then I was trying to get like a group selfie, but it didn't work. So then Breach's friend took a picture on Ravi's phone, and it turned out really good. I have that in a frame right there. You've seen it before. If you haven't seen it, I made a whole video on that. But that was a really cool picture. Ever since that WrestleMania 30 picture, I always wanted a group picture like that for WrestleMania. So that was really cool that we took that. And I guess thanks to Ravi's phone and Breach's friend for taking that picture. But that was cool. And then I saw that the Superstore turned into, or the 49er Superstore turned into a WWE Shop table. Or .store. Okay, so they had all wrestling stuff in there. We went in there. I was looking at the jerseys because I really wanted to get a jersey. They didn't have my size in anything, so I was really bummed out about that. But I got the jersey for cheaper later on, so that's good. But then, out of nowhere, not like the RKO. I don't know where Ryan from the Boston Brothers bought this like long sleeves like California with shirt with the bear, like the WrestleMania one. So me and Breach were like marking out over that. We were just like, he just bought this because he was cold. So that's why if you watch Breach's unboxing, he got that shirt, and we call it the Ryan shirt because Ryan just bought it just because he was cold. And I don't know, that was just a funny moment to look back on. But basically, we finally got on the train. We got tickets and stuff. And then we took the train back. I think the Boston Brothers got off at their hotel, and then they were going to come back. And then we all went to the Holiday Inn, and there was like a two-story lobby in that hotel. So we went in there, and we just kind of had pizza. Well, pizza took like, I don't know how many hours to get, but I mean, what are you going to do? It's Mania weekend. A bunch of people want to buy some pizza at like 11 o'clock at night. Oh, that was another thing. We had so much time after WrestleMania. I think WrestleMania ended at like, I don't know what time. It started at 5. So 4 hours, let's say. That would be like 9 or 10. So it ended like with a lot of time afterward, which was really, really cool that worked that way. So we just hung out, and we were, I think Zach got thrown into a table. There was wrestling matches. Breach tried. All right, so basically, here's the story. So I went to the bathroom because thank God there's a bathroom right there. And as I'm walking out of the bathroom, I see Breach in a full-on sprint right at me. I think he was trying to spear me. So he's like, I don't know, maybe like a foot or two in front of me, and he slips and face plants face first right in front of me. I still remember, I could still see that picture now. It was the funniest thing. I really hope that out of anyone, I hope someone has a video of that, because that was the funniest thing ever. I don't know what his intent was, but he just fell face first, and that was a funny moment. But I don't know, it was just a really fun time. And I need some water. And that was I guess, I don't know, I think that's it. We just had pizza, and then I left. I got picked up, and on the way back to my hotel, I saw that RVD like just kind of showed up, and I was really upset because I missed that, but that's okay. But yeah, I left right before RDV, right before RVD walked in. But I don't know. It was a fun Sunday, and I guess I'll have the Monday video soon. I have the Monday video left, and then I have a few other videos that I have ideas for about WrestleMania 31. So stay tuned for those, and yeah, wait up for the Monday video coming soon. I don't know when this gets to like, I don't know. I'll upload it like next week or something. So, bam.